Warn you now, I'm going to be a little bit unprofessional. I know, what a surprise. Because I have some food in the oven. I didn't necessarily have a choice about how to schedule my day, and it was either that or eat something worse for me. And I'd really rather not right now. I would like to enjoy my dang self. So I'll take a pause when that's finished, and then come back. I'll just let you know ahead of time. But we have a door gunner mix to talk about. Oh, it's almost getting go time. That's a concern. Are there any more social skills and or thoughts that we can apply here? Damage? Damage? What? Is that temporary? I don't even know. Are we sure we're ready for this conversation? I'm less certain now than I was a moment ago. We are smoked up. We have empathy. We have -1 suggestion. Maybe that is... -1 authority. We've been not really leaning on authority much this entire play. Drama might be more important than Inland Empire. All right, we're doing it. Oh my gosh. I love it. Keep it. We gotta.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to assault. She puts her coffee cup down, with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me. Well, that may well be so. She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused. On this tape, he specifically identifies that disco girl, you, as the target. Where did they get this recording, exactly? It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via de-encryption. Gonna have a drink of water? Recorded via a de-encryption station. A listening post. It's authentic enough. Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah, those are the exact words he used. Yeah, that was practically his pickup line. She picks the cup back up. A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Cohoy style? He did refer to those atrocities, yes. He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Cohoy. It was in his everything. Why say things like that? Machismo? Yes. Was he bragging? Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turned into his... What's the word I'm looking for? She is quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe, even. Did you learn this from studying Aranye's Lit? It sounds psychological. People who go to university know how to use words like internalize and integrate officer. Now, what was that expression? She's still looking for it. There is more to this. She has an index in her head of pathologies and how to exploit them. I can almost see her turn the pages. Interesting. Coping mechanism? Persona? Persona. Running joke. I was going to say running joke, and it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yisu, all rolled into one person, then cast in Oranye's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and the shower. And you spent time with this person, romantically? We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Koahei here. Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean. No, we were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess, at ease. As much as a man like him could be. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it. Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready, I'm interested in hearing what Titus Hardy has to say now. Thank you, Kim. Me too. Now that you've had some more time, can you tell us more about the victim? Like, for example, his name? Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely. A nickname? I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use. Lelystad. That's a good start. The lieutenant writes it down in his notebook. Then tears out a page and hands it to you. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer. The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant has passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh. Where is Lelystad? In Oranye's, officer. It's I think municipality is a term. A nowhere town there. The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary? Cows, silos, wheat. Oranje? Oranye's map of waterways? This fits his tattoo. You are almost right, officer. The lieutenant shakes his head like you just missed a shot in darts. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial. I'll update the form. You said... Sure, it's my fault, Kim. You were both from Oranje? Yes, we were compatriots. Did that bring you together? No, he was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjerik. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits. Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil. Yeah. No love for Mother Oranje? But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing. A military man, but not a patriot? No. He left the national service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminane. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. She takes a long drag of her cigarette, then washes it down with coffee. A people person, a small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot. You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself. There's nothing on Mundi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too. How old was he? He was 42. 42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50. He had many scars that made him appear older, but no. The memory makes her smile. We even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me. Looks like you were right, officer. The lieutenant taps on his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point. Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die. I didn't know this was a competition, Kim. It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport. But there is no challenge without competition. There must be an opponent. This is clearly sports for him. Something like archery or darts? Then the competition is against the world? That's too conceptual for me. I just like to get autopsies correct. On the first try, if possible. Now, where were we? He's lying. I want to go back down that road then. It's still about getting hits right and not missing, right? That's too pinball for me. I just like to get autopsies right on the first try. All right. What about his eye color? Blue? Light blue? They were like, like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something watching him speak. He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth. Yeah, severe. She seems to enjoy that word. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes. Oh yes, his hair, if you can remember. It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone. Kim, I said to put the brilliantine on the form. Do I get a point? No. But I put it down there. Okay, sure. Here you go. What else are we missing, officer? Ooh, officer. He's annoyed. He had a tat... Oh, wrong button. Let's get to the rest. He had a tattoo. What did it mean? Oh, that. It was on Aranye's map of the waterways? Sure. Waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How so? How? Imagine him lying in bed, freakish musculature laid out on the sheets, scarred, of course, tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. Is this Aranye's lit? Yes. This is the very essence of Aranye's lit. At a moment's respite, dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. She leans even further back to demonstrate. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are just studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, she points at the air with her sharp-nailed finger, picking out an imaginary tattoo star. What was this, baby? And he says, she lowers her voice comically, that was too hardcore, don't ask me about that. So she goes, okay, well what's this, baby? And he's like, saw some bad shit there, killed some loincloths. And so it goes, star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. You were the woman in this? Oh yeah. Can you tell us precisely what these mean? No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. She does not take the photograph. I can tell you what they meant without looking at him. She pours herself more coffee. Go on. He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Aranye needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredfort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands, and on other islands too. After this, all of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. Not a very fun story. It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. She smiles faintly. A change of topic? Could it be love that did him in? It very well could be, yes. What do you mean? What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in. What does that mean? She already thinks we're crazy. Kim already knows our issues. He told me. That's not funny, officer. Her voice is a slash through the air. Her shoulders. Perhaps it was communism that killed him? A moment ago it was love. And no, I don't think the Union is communist. They're a couple shades pinker than that. They're not hardcore in that way, is what I'm trying to say. What were we talking about anyway? This politics shit is a lot in the morning. Is it even morning? I think she's just tired. She doesn't know what you meant by that. And can you blame her? We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that'll show us? A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamines, sildenafil. Hear that, sildenafil? Just like you suspected. You have a great nose for the stuff. What is it? It's for maintaining an erection. Uppers are vasoconstrictors, so that feat becomes problematic. Why do I know this? Because you're a scientist, of course. How much does that toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half that. Save you some money, make some myself. It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help for now. I think we're finished with this line of questioning. The other thing upset her. No, you know what? Fuck the situation. Something miraculous is coming. The man next to you blinks. His expression does not change. All right, let's see where this is going. From way out in the northwest. He told me. Cool. She nods. All right, I think we're finished with this line of questioning. All right. The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman. Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee. I don't have enough information to work with this. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42? That's what she said, yeah. Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of morality? He was 42 years old? Where's this going? How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them. Kim, how old do you think I am? Huh? How old do I look? How old? 58. Maybe you're wrong. You were wrong about the deceased, too. He was way younger. He was deceased. He had probably been decomposing for a week. I feel like I've been decomposing for longer than that. On the bright side, you've been getting a lot of exercise lately. The ravages of Al Ghul are nearly as extreme as that of death itself, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. There's silence. Then a little more. Sure, you're 42. Let's go. Wait, this requires scientific measurements. Bring it on, I'm not afraid of the truth. To the laboratorium! I should have asked Klasia. She would have been less insulting.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Okay. And I'm gonna go take that food break for what has finished baking. Viewers, do you know the feeling when you've made something for yourself to eat and you think to yourself, all right, this is gonna last me for a couple days, if not longer. I'm gonna take this to lunch. Take this to lunch. Take this to work tomorrow for lunch. All those fun things. And then you lose that sense of self-control because it's delicious. You eat it all. And you kind of regret it. But you also kind of don't. That is exactly where I am sitting right now. And my brain is sluggish. So of course, that's the best time to be playing this game, right? I'm sure it won't engage my cortex at all.
For taking part in a murder investigation.
No, we still can't do that. Oh, we have an appointment. The Hardys are going to have to wait. Drama? No. Think we still have the right things on? Maybe. I don't know. I guess we will find out. Medicine cabinet is still there, which is good. Detective, would you like to tell me where we are going? Kim, don't you remember? We have to go meet the pigs. Ah, yes. The pigs. The mysterious pigs. Hey, they left me! Rude. I didn't leave you, copper. Yeah, I kind of wish you would. All right, I never turned the game audio back up after that Door Gunner Master Mix. How many episodes ago was that? I don't even know anymore. All right, this is going to be a perilous journey because I don't exactly remember how to get to where we're going. It was described to us. I've been to that location in previous playthroughs, but not this one. But not this one. Actually. No, no. That. No. That, yes. Near the old fish market. Just walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. Under the boardwalk. Under the boardwalk. Okay. That's a bench for passing le time. You're still up. What's going on here? Why is there a dot? This door is closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. Detective, what are you doing? I'm an adventure game protagonist, Kim. This is what I do. Concern yourself and others. A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. All right, whoa. Hold up. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. Yes, that's how sources work. A broken pipe? Mayhaps. The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Hello. You are very hidden. Magnesium and nosafed. Hello. Kim, look, axles that I didn't put there. That is a Nolan Vincent, an unsuccessful model. So, 2005, I guess? Oh, I think we're here. I think we're here. I think we're not. You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage is peeled off over the years, but you can still make out. Feld, electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now only a shadow of peeled letters remain. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away. Looks like tomorrow never came. He raises the collar of his bomber jacket. Ooh, stuff! $1.10. Another power box. It charges nothing now. It's empty. The fence blocks the path. No way on from here. Give me that. More money. More nosafed. Kim? Kim? We've got to talk about your being otherworldly, okay? I didn't want to have to do it. I'm sure now you won't do it. Whatever. I'm not sure what you think that you've seen, Detective. Bars cover these long, dusty windows. The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Can I see inside? Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea. Lieutenant, can you make anything out? No. He shakes his head. I won't even try. You know. He takes his glasses off. I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad. Can you still shoot, though? Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10. His hands lead the way when it comes to that, and his shoulders. It's reflex. Not foreshadowing. Hey, that's stuff. I'm sorry, what? Buzz. Hum. The electricity flows through the wires with audible... Detective? Yes? Are you pretending that you do not see this? I don't know what you're talking about, Kim. Not at all. Detective, activating your tunnel vision will not make this threat go away. Are you sure? Kim stares at you. Eventually, you decide to do it. The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone. So she said that before she knew we were there.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now. Show me your hands right now.
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madam, please drop the firearm immediately.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control. Kim? No, raise my hands.
The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket. Fear under threat. Fear under threat.
Her eyes fill with terror.
Superseding event. Split second decision. Get on the ground. Get on the goddamn ground.
I wasn't taking anything out of my pocket. I'm just holding some cigarettes.
Get on the ground. I want you on the pavement right now. This is the pigs. Subject yourself to a full body cavity search. Prohibited materials concealed in nostrils, ears, mouth, navel, urethra, foreskin, vagina, and rectum.
I only have most of those things.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
That's the plan, Kim. The situation looks bad, but calm yourself. Steady your breathing. You'll have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do. This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded. Do we even have that option? Because I know I have plus hand-eye. We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing a firearm at us. Your firearm. You need to solve this. Officer, there is no way I'm leaving it like this. Kim is going to lose a lot of faith in us if we don't deal with this, so we can't really do anything else. We can... Please identify yourself, ma'am. It's the goddamn police, shitbag! She yells into the megaphone. Hug the pavement! You're under arrest! As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine? Or drugs? Are you on drugs? Confiscated contraband! The megaphone makes her voice almost painfully metallic. Restricted access, 2 kilos missing, eyewitnesses report compromised! I don't think she's on drugs, the lieutenant whispers. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here. We can solve this peacefully, ma'am. Please lower the weapon. Officer in need of assistance! Suspect at large, get on the ground! Her eyes dart between you and Kim. Ma'am, please. The lieutenant is trying to maintain eye contact. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon. Yeah, let's just talk, alright? Disturbance reported, authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot! Her head snaps to you. Big red key! Big red key! Big red key? That's the code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this. Ma'am, you're not the police. We are the police. Back up! She lowers the megaphone halfway, but immediately raises it again and screams, back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed! Let's see what the superstar line gives us. Baby, you know who I am. Everybody knows. I do? Her question is addressed to herself more than you. Gareth? No, aggravated assault! Man down! Suspect on foot! There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here. What's the situation, officer? He hesitates before addressing the woman. Law enforcement compromised! She screams into the megaphone. Red and blue lights illuminate the spit flying everywhere. Impersonating a police officer! Does she not believe you two are actually police officers? Hey, no! Look, this is my badge. We're really cops. License and registration! She successfully bashes the megaphone against her head, then screams in the bloody mouthpiece. License and registration! Come in, dispatch! Sector, azimuth! She's losing it one more twitch, and there will be blood. We did not gain anything from all that. And we have a -1. Intellect isn't really helping. All right. Let's do it. All right. This is how we do it. You hurl the tear bag in her face, already darting right, and immediately close the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist. No. That won't be necessary. The gun, all 3 barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded. Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun. Huh? My God, I think you're right. How can you see... You know what? Never mind. You know? Well, I said I wanted to see things that I've never seen before. Go ahead. Pull the trigger. I dare you. Suicide by cop! Split-second decision! Eat-led scumbag! In your peripheral vision, the lieutenant releases the half-squeezed trigger. God. The lieutenant exhales loudly and uses his offhand to wipe her forehead. I almost blew her head off. What? What is this? The old woman looks at the treacherous weapon. This isn't police issue! Police weapons have bullets! This isn't real! The gun lands on the wooden planks, and tears run down her scratched cheeks. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this? Grab the gun right now. This could be your only chance. No one ever cares anymore. Her voice is growing fainter as she rocks back and forth, slowly. Why would they cheat me like this? Poor woman. The lieutenant holsters his pistol. We need to figure out what to do with her now. Nobody's ever around, the old woman mumbles, staring blank at the boardwalk. Nobody ever comes to visit me. What do you think is happening to her? She's in stupor, he replies, inspecting the catatonic woman in the dark. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this. But why was she like this in the first place? Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8. And loneliness. Neurodegenerative disease. Could be. Her hands were trembling, and she did seem uncoordinated. But what are we going to do with her? I'm very sorry this is how life turned out for you. The scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there. Should we just arrest her? I don't think there is any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family. Yeah. Titus does sound like the man for the job. Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it is late, and they may have already gone home. But I think we are done here for now. Let's head out. This is done. As you turn to leave, the faintest of voices comes from the woman. Please leave the radio on, she mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence. Reflex to what? Being left alone? She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and flashers. Maybe if you search her once more? There's a lot to unpack here. And immediately walk away from the woman. Yes, good job, Harry. Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. Touch it. The cloth, if you can still call it that, makes a soft crunching sound as you thrust your finger into it. Take a closer look. Streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests there might be a jacket underneath the crust of filth. It seems likely this was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this beach to dry out. Unfortunately, that seems to have just stiffened it into a shapeless mass. Please tell me you're not taking that with you. Why not? It is a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying enough around as it is. Nope, taking it. Officer, I do not understand. A coin-operated weighing machine. Hasn't been used for a decade. The woman stands, slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there, too. You're thinking of taking them? Do! Take the cap. She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle her the very familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Oh, is that yours? Mine? No, it's ours. It's your hat. Shake her shoulder. She doesn't react to your touch. Yeah, take the narcotics. She should not have those. You take the phial of pure halidon and the bottle of speed. As evidence, obviously. She didn't consume them. She didn't look high. She confiscated them. A little like you're doing right now. You're taking those, are you? Listen to him. For once. Yeah, you take them. Thank you. I'm doing this to help you. We need to focus on the case. Kim, you haven't seen me do anything but smoke. You're leading me to believe that the game isn't as clever as I thought, and that doing it not in front of you doesn't matter, and I don't like that. But if that's the ending the game sees fit to give me, that's the ending the game sees fit to give me. I will complain about it. Ah, those are the encyclopedia glasses I was talking about before. Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. Oh, yeah. Perfect. I mean it, Kim. If you give me some bull later in the game about things that I have been doing all this time that you haven't seen, I'm going to be cranky. Postcard. Coron. 33. A makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the boardwalk habitable. That tarp will keep out neither rain, nor snow, nor wind. Alright. We do need to get back. You know what? No, let's go straight back before we do anything else. Why? Because maybe I know a little bit about what's over there, and I am not ready to spend that much time on it. And it will need it. Maybe I don't need to be waving this crowbar around. Someone must have worked hard to smash this plastic dome. We're not dialing that payphone right now. I've had enough. A dead phone. Smashed receiver. Like someone hung up too hard. You can imagine why. Calls become terrible sometimes. Well, alright. This is the church? This is the church. That gives me enough orientation. That maybe gives me enough orientation. We open that box on the way here. That. Okay, not that direction. You know, come to think of it, I'm not sure I've ever failed that hand-eye check. I don't know what happens. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now. No. Yes, but... Oh. A 3-shot, revolving barrel Villers-LaSalle pepper box. Typically assigned to officers of the RCM upon reaching the rank of sergeant. The butt of the gun is worn, and the engraving on the ride reads Sunrise Parabellum. This is your gun. No doubt about it. You've got 1 bullet. Okay. This filthy rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and abnormally stiff from God knows what natural processes. You can't even tell what brand it is. As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. How did it get so disgusting? It's a sordid and filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it? Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try, seriously. Nope, I'm doing it. It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. I mean, okay, while that may be true, you're never holding anything. You can't make physical contact in a scientific sense because atoms don't touch. They just exert force on each other without direct contact. You know what? Let's not get into that because that'll be like a 20-minute diatribe. That is true, but not entirely helpful. It smells like a dead sea creature tangled in gray strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore. Gross. Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out. Yeah, I knew that was bound to happen. I did it anyway. Yeah, you're still up? Hey! Why didn't I get the encyclopedia thing again? Was that a one-off and I missed it? Did my smokes wear off? Did something happen? I don't know. If that was a one-off, I'm bummed, but I'm not gonna go for it again. You're still up? Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older. She sloshes the water around in the bucket. My suggestion is, don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind? Oh, apparently we already tried that. What's in the song you're humming? It's a lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids, too. It's an old Sumerian children's song. What's it called? Surrender to the night, she replies. slowly rocking back and forth. That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby. That's the most metal thing I've ever heard. Sounds nice. Yes, it does. Hey, can you wash this gross jacket? I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long? No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put. I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day, the lieutenant says, rubbing his thigh. Not right now. Now that I know that I still have that option. Lillian! Lillian, have I seen enough of the coast to not have a negative? Maybe.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I still have a -6. Nope. Nope. I'll be seeing you. Not that way. If we're lucky, the Hardys will still be drinking. If we're not lucky, maybe it's time to say goodnight to Kim. I should not have eaten so much, folks. I loved it while I was doing it. A little less so now. Still no checks over here. Heck. You're not getting me to play the pinball. Double heck! Alright, we're gonna go a little bit long. Are we? Okay, maybe not. Good night, Kim. See you in the morning. And surely that is where our adventures end for the day. Good night, Kim. Bye.